Hi, I'm Stan from Over the Hill Adventures, and today I want to talk about the Tozalazz Dual Cylinder 12 volt portable air compressor. Now, some of you may have known that I've been in the market of getting a air compressor for our new Goodyear Endurance tires that have a max pressure of 80 pounds. Well, what I found out is that our little Milwaukee battery operated air compressor just couldn't do the job. The Westlake's only had a max pressure of about 65 pounds. So we were in the market. I did look at, and was in the market to get a RVer 450p RV air compressor. Well, Tozalazz reached out to us and asked if we would like to try out the air compressor. Tozalazz has been known in the 4x4 industry for pumping up those big tires. The big 37 inch, the big 35 inch tires. Of course, on my truck, I have the 34 inch tires. But you know, if they can pump up those big tires, then I think they can pump up the RV tires. It's got 2 cylinders. It's got a 26-foot hose. This right here, look at, connects to your battery. This thing looks like a beast. It has a whopping 11.65 CFM, cubic feet per minute of air, versus the RVer 450p I think is 1.8. That's a huge difference. It's supposed to go up to 150 pounds of pressure. That's a huge difference. So for the last 2 months, we've been testing out the Tozalazz, and to our surprise, it was a perfect fit for us. It was amazing on how quick it was able to pump up those tires. And as you all know, when we were up in Flagstaff, the elevation difference was extreme. We were up to about 8,000 feet. And then our air pressures in our tire dropped pretty quickly. So I needed to pump up all 4 tires, including my truck tires. So this is my TPMS. See, it tells me that the air pressure of my tires are below the parameters. So that's a good tell that you got to put air in your tires. And if I didn't just check it and just taken off, that might not have been a good deal. So make sure you always check your tires. This comes with a 26-foot air hose, and it's not one of those little flimsy air hoses. It's pretty nice. It's got a quick release, like that. This is kind of nice because you can do it 1 or 2 ways. You can do the quick release for your air tire thing like that, quick release like that, just put it on, or you could just screw it on. It's got your air gauge, and this air gauge has a release valve, so you can set it to where it needs to go. The only thing I wish it had an automatic shut off once you get to where you want to go, like 70 pounds, and it'll shut off like my little Milwaukee. But remember, these things take 80 pounds of pressure, and my little Milwaukee can't do that. All right, let's see where it's at. Let's see how accurate my TPMS. Can't really tell, but we're gonna put it on this thing at 75 and see where it comes out. It says about 65. I think it's pretty close. What does that say?
75 almost.
All right, get me right at 75. A bit more. That's 75?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right.
It's weird because when you turn it on, it goes
Yes,
past
yes.
it and then sets back.
And then that's why that gives you that little toggle, so you can set it right at 75.
Nice.
Which is kind of cool.
So you gotta do that all 4 tires.
Yes. And you know, you don't want to spend a whole lot of time, you know, pumping up tires. And so the Tozalazz came to the rescue, and I was able to pump up those tires in a matter of minutes. So it worked out really, really well for us. And then while we were at the Grand Design Rally, I went to my buddy's Momentum, and he has H-rated tires. That's 16 ply tires with a maximum pressure of 125 pounds. And he's told me he had a RVer. I said, well, you know, let's put it to a test. Let's put the RVer and the Tozalazz to the test. Well, what we found out was the Tozalazz was definitely faster when it came to pumping up the air. But we also found out something a little bit negative, that the air compressor gauge was probably about 5 pounds off. So we did something different when we switched out the air nozzles, and then we were able to accurately pump up his tires, because when you're at that level, you want to make sure that you're accurate. But to my surprise, the Tozalazz went all the way up to 130 pounds of pressure. That's a lot of air pressure in a little amount of time. Now can you imagine on a Momentum RV that has 6 tires, and how much time that would spend if you only had an air compressor that put out 1.8 CFM versus 11.65 CFM? So I know with our tires at 80 pounds max pressure, it handled that pretty quickly. And as you well know, the RVer has the RV market. But I'm just giving you an option of something else that might fit your needs. And it definitely fit mine. I was absolutely surprised on how well it did. Now, we did find that one problem with the air gauge, but you know, all air gauges are off. So just make sure you know where it needs to be. And I have the TPMS, so I was able to gauge it with my TPMS and use my TPMS more of a gauge than I did the actual air gauge that came with Tozalazz. But to have that much air pressure so quickly was a game changer for me. Tozalazz also comes with a quick release. The problem that I had when I first used it was that I wasn't taking off the nut to the TPMS that locks it. So you definitely need to take that nut all the way off before pumping up your tire. It does not come with a gun like it does with the RVer. However, the price of the Tozalazz that has this UMTUM 11.65 CFM is almost half the price. It comes in at about $231, which you know the RVer is close to $400. So this is definitely an option for you. I know for me, it worked great. And the fact that it's so small, it's about 22 pounds. I gotta tell you, man, this is a great option. It's worked out for me. Does my big tires on my truck. It has been proven to do the 4x4 tires. I was able to test it on some H-rated tires, 16 plow tires. Have not been able to test it on a semi-truck, which I would also recommend maybe trying. It seems to be able to handle those big tires. So if it handles the big tires for the semi-trucks, it should be able to handle the big A-class RVs. So if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. This is absolutely free. And if you would like this video, please give us a thumbs up, because we're going to be doing a few more review videos that we feel that is important to our RV community. Also, ring the bell so you get notified when we have our next video out. Currently, we are trying to put a couple of review videos out in between our adventure videos. So come with us, because we've got a lot of good news for you. I'm Stan. Till the next time.